It's Lindsay from Buy, Sell, Love Durham. Thanks for tuning into another episode of my New Year's episode of the Tuesday Morning Market Update. It's my opportunity weekly to share with Durham Region just what's happening with real estate. Now, we had quite a crazy year last year. It started off like a rocket ship, dropped down into the tank, kind of came out of the tank a little bit, and then things kind of bubbled along from the probably about June, July into November, December. But I'm really excited about the month of January for sales. So here's what's happening right now. This will tell you kind of where we are right now. At the end of December, we had 211 homes for sale in Oshawa. And that's all of Oshawa, all houses for sale in Oshawa. At the end of November, we had 260 houses. So we went from 260 down to 211. Whitby went from 156 units at the end of November to 101 units for sale at the end of December. And Clarington went from 193 to 132 homes for sale from November to December. So you can see the number of homes for sale are dropping off. Now, let's look at the last 2 weeks just in Oshawa. The average house that sold in Oshawa sold for 103% of asking. So there's still bidding wars going on, which is really interesting. So what's happening is the supply and demand, the supply is dropping off. We're down 27% in homes for sale from the end of November to the end of December, and we're selling houses for 3% more than asking in Oshawa. So this is a prime time to early get your house on the market and get it sold. So let's just jump straight into the numbers. Now, what I did was I took a snapshot of the last 14 days because we had Christmas and there wasn't a lot going on. And pretty much we're about half of the units sold in the 14-day period than we were the 7 days prior. So what that looks like is this. We had 61 homes come to market in the last 14 days. The week prior, we had 78. So actually, we had more houses listed for sale in that week before the last 2 weeks than we did in the last 2 weeks, if that makes sense. Conditionally sold, we had 41 homes leave the market sold conditionally in the last 14 days. We had almost exactly the same the week before that, and we had 67 homes sold firm with 60 sold the week prior to that. So really what we're seeing is typical. The number of sales had dropped off in the last 2 weeks because of the Christmas period, but the interesting thing is when they sold, like I said, go back to Oshawa, they sold for 3% over asking. So we have fewer homes for sale than we've had in a long time, and we have houses selling for more than asking. So if you go back to the end of 2021, the end of 2020, what we saw was almost the same thing. We saw the inventory dropping. Then what we saw was the values jumping up January, February, and March. Let's see what happens this year. Have a great week, Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington. I can be reached at 905 area code 743-5555, or you can catch me at the email address on the bottom of the screen. Have a great week.